Welcome to Judy's Mind Body. And this is the first thing you must do is drink some water. And then whenever you need it, get some more. Make sure it's only water. And the most important thing, of course, is to have fun doing this. And this is going to be Qigong. We'll look first at a couple of things like the weight shifts forward and back. We'll look at side-to-side weight shifts, Buddhist walking meditation, and Qigong-related things like triple burner. Buddha picks up the earth, various groundings, heaven and earth, the accordion, the propeller, picking up a feather and letting it go. Those are all basic Qigong moves that extend things like our arms and allow us to really open up the body and allow us to connect in a way in which we lengthen through the spine at the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. We're lifted by a string up towards the heavens. Heaven and earth are all part of this. It's ancient thinking, but it works. Okay. So here's your heaven, and here's your earth, and here's your heaven on the other side, and here's your earth. And when you do this kind of thing, you need to know also how to breathe. So we'll look at that. Okay, and I hope it's a fun class and that you enjoy it and use it for your work this week. A few of the Tai Chi Chih moves, 19 movements and one pose that we'll do somewhere in here after the Qigong warm-up, really enable you to feel better when you've done work like the propeller, where you're doing a spinal twist, or when you already have done some work on the weight shift, so that when you go forward, back, up, and down for the first of rocking motion, you've already warmed up the feet. Okay, so a lot of this work is just basic to Tai Chi Chi. And for example, a weight shift forward and back, you would come close to a chair here, like the stool you're using as a prop. Bring your leg up on the other side. That's the yin leg. This is the yang leg that's slightly bent at the knee. And you drop the foot and you would say, okay, I'm going to go forward here and bend this front knee, straighten the back, and then come back. And I'll probably have to move my chair or stool around so you can see my feet. So, okay, so we're going to first start here. Let's inhale up and exhale down slowly. This is triple burner, inhaling up towards the crown of the head, exhaling back down. And if you do need the stool at any time, it's not a bad idea to have it in front of you today. That's a basic way we can add accessibility. Inhale, especially if you're a new student, exhale down. And anytime you want to, you can put your hand on the stool, inhale up, and exhale down. Or hold it with the other hand. Inhale up, exhale down, triple burner. So yeah, use whatever you have for props to help you. So for example, if we do the forward back weight shift on this side, you just shift over to this side with your body. And your left will be my right foot because I'm mirroring you. Okay, so I'll try to remember to say the right foot. And you're going to exhale now. And you're going to shift towards your right and bring your left heel forward. And we're going to do the Buddhist walking meditation. So inhaling forward, release the stool. And now inhale forward, heel towards toe, and release the other heel first. Heel, middle of the foot, front of the foot. Heel, middle of the foot, front of the foot. And one more. Heel, middle of the foot, front of the foot. Now we're adding this pulling of ropes. So inhale. Whoosh. Use your core here. Whoosh. Use your core. One more. Whoosh. And a fourth one. Whoosh. And come back to your stool. Okay? So that was on your left side here. Now we're going to have the start with your right side. So first you're going to shift towards your stool here with your weight on this leg. This is the power leg, the bent leg here. You're going to release the opposite leg. See, you might see my foot here. And you could do anything to prepare. You might want to just do circles, making sure that you have a sense of your hip, your knee, and your ankle moving together. And then you might drop the heel first, come through the middle of the foot, front of the foot, and start your pulling of the ropes. Whoosh. Using your core. Whoosh. Whoosh. Good. Now go back, starting with your left foot, toe down first, or ball of the foot first. Whoosh. Then middle of the foot, then the heel. Whoosh. Whoosh. So I don't know if you can hear my wish shoe, but I'm using, without a vocalized wish shoe, I'm doing wish, wish. What that does is that connects on the exhale, the sound. And sound moves on the exhale. So if I bring a foot up here, inhale, and then bring it back, whoosh, I'm using my core to aid in that kick as it comes back. Whoosh, right there. I've just pulled in. Now I'm going to inhale. Now I'm going to exhale. Whoosh, right there. Try that on the other side, okay? We're going to do you have to hold on. So whatever your stool is here, make sure that you're steady there. And then you're going to shift towards this foot that's next to the chair by bending this knee. That's the yawn leg now. Bring the other leg up. And you're going to kick back. Whoosh. Inhale. Whoosh. Inhale. Whoosh. And you'll feel that energy move through this pelvis area, through your primary Dantian or energy center, all the way back to the Ming Men here, which is the low back. So the Ming Men is right at the low part of the back, and it goes in towards your pelvis here and towards your buttocks. And you're connecting this point at the back of the head as you lengthen up through the spine, all the way down in a sort of internal way, all the way down to this tailbone. So you want to feel the alignment there. Okay, ready? Let's now look at the side-to-side weight shift with the stool. Okay, I'm going to bring it forward a little bit. All right, so when you do the side-to-side weight shift with the stool, you can slide over this way and slide over this way. The best thing is to have your feet in rider on horse position, which is this position where they're in a V. Okay? All right, so sliding over here towards your right. Whoosh. Come back to center. And do that again. Inhale. Whoosh. Now come back. Bend the knees. Bend. Bend and straighten. Whoosh. That's called sinking and rising. Whoosh. Whoosh. But I'm asking you to use your core today. Okay, so that's something more I've really have worked on with you before, but it may not be clear yet. All right, so now I'm sitting on the edge of my stool. And I'm sitting on the edge of my stool because if I were doing yoga, I would be sitting on my safu and I would be making sure that I can do this with my legs, right? But I'm not, I'm just in that position, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's bring one leg up and bring it over the other thigh. Bring it up, bring it down. Bring the opposite leg up, bend it, bring it over the other thigh. You can feel that opening in your muscles back here. And you're sort of getting things so that they'll hopefully work for you. All right. Now we're going to come across here, sliding, and come back, sliding the opposite way. My feet are in a V. Sliding, sliding. Now you might want to hold onto your stool. Sliding, sliding back. Sliding, sliding back. Good. Now hold on with the other hand. Sliding, sliding back. Because the hip, the knee, and the ankle need to move together. This is to begin to feel that. Okay. Yeah, you have to really make sure this stool is there for you. The other thing that we recommend comes from the AARP, and you can come up, inhale here, cross your arms here, bend from the hips here, straight forward from the hips, and then find your chair and sit. This will prepare for standing. Inhale, bend, hold onto the chair, sit. Inhale, cross the arms, bend flat back, and sit. All right, and one more thing that I think we could do here would be tapping today. Let's tap at the Tarzan point and say, ah, really nice, beautiful ah. Open the mouth. Ah, good. Now, I like to play with this sound so that it comes into the head voice, and you're going to do a little inner smile right here. Ah, ah, ah. Try that. Right at the cheekbones. Inhale. Ah, there's your mid voice. Now go to your head voice. Ah. Good. Let's do all the Italian vowels. Ah, first your Tarzan now. Aha, now a ho, a hoo, a he, a hey, and let it go. So shaking out is a typical Qigong move, and we do it a lot. You're going to just bend, let those knees just quiver here, your upper body quiver, your shoulders quiver. Make sure you don't fall off your stool and have fun with this, okay? That's number one, is being able to have fun. Okay. Now we will look at this seated. This is the triple burner. You don't really have to move very much, but you want to make sure that your feet are solidly grounded down here. Solidly grounded. Now you're going up here. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale slowly down through 3 Dantiens, or energy centers, the head, the heart and lungs, and the abdomen. Feel the belly come in. This is expansion. Inhale all the way up to expand. Exhale slowly all the way down to contract. Now I might want to use wish you here. Inhale. But what I mean to illustrate also is that once you begin to get a strong connection to that exhale, the spine should not drop. So many of us over 70 or 80 tend to do this. See if you can really feel that long alignment here that connects from the top of your skull all the way down to your tailbone, really long spine. And maintain it, because that'll help your Tai Chi Chih when we get to that 19 movements in one pose, that you can stand tall. And the other thing besides that is this, open the shoulders. So let's do some shoulder rolls. Inhale forward, up, back and down, and really inhale here. And you'll feel the shoulder blades roll down the back. Inhale here, open, and then feel the shoulder blades roll down the back. Because opening the chest is going to be primary. Now we can go back this way, inhale back, and come forward on the exhale, and you'll feel the whole spine actually opens up back, the whole shoulder girdle is opened up back there, but you really want this. Okay, but let's do that anyway, okay? Back, up, forward, and down. 3 of those, and then this way, starting up this way and moving back. Forward, up, back and down. And then the opposite way. You can feel everything cave, right? You really don't want that. You want this. Shoulders open. Nice open Tadasana. Tadasana in yoga is when you really open up the upper chest and the palms are flat facing forward. Okay, good. Now let's from here do with your feet out here in a V so that you're totally grounded. Some shoulders here, like swim moves. Don't fall off. You can hold on with one hand on your stool and do your other arm. And modification is so important for the older body, and you have to learn how to do it because you can use props. Okay, so that's kind of a side bend, not a very great one, but let's now do this forward thing. Crawl stroke. 3, and one more of crawl. Good. Now, bringing your feet maybe a little bit closer together here so you're not too far out. Let's do the breaststroke. Inhale and exhale forward. Whoosh. Say wish. Whoosh. And add a new. Wish you. Whoosh. Whoosh. And you should feel that right in here, right? Inhale, expand. Whoosh. There, contract. Whoosh. Whoosh. So when you push out, you contract. You inhale first. Whoosh. Then your exhale makes the whishu. Whoosh. Expansion comes first, just like it does in singing. Okay? Good. Shake it out. All right. I think we've done it with the stool at the moment. We have not done the forward back weight shift, however, so that's going to be important. So get off your stool, stand up tall, and we'll come to the opposite side of the stool, okay? And you're going to start here with your right hand on the stool, shift towards your right here, bend this knee, release your left heel, and stay really straight in the body first before you do that. So you might want to bring it up first and then drop the heel. So notice how that's not a very long weight shift, but it's enough. So you're going to inhale forward, bend that front knee, hold on to the back with your chair or stool. Exhale back. And notice how your back foot is already in a 45-degree angle because you came from rider on horse position with the feet out in a V. Okay, now inhale forward. Exhale back. And notice how you inhale forward and the back heel on the back foot lifts. When you go back on the exhale, whoosh, the front toe lifts. So that's a forward back weight shift. You may now know that already, but I think this is a great way to begin, especially at the beginning of the day. And I'm holding onto my stool. Inhale. Exhale back. Good. So now I know that I could also bring this foot up if I want to. It's my resilient leg. I can extend it out. I can drop it. And I'm going to drop it back to the same place I was. Inhale forward. Release the back heel on this back foot. Come back to the full foot there and back. And now release the toe in front. But the back foot's the knee is already bent. Okay? That's the yan leg. This is the yin leg. That's the unbent leg, but there's got to be relaxation of that knee joint. Otherwise, you'll be tightening it and locking it. So don't lock it, okay? Either in front or back. Very good. Let's go to the other side. And each one of my videos has been different, so it's just the way I think. Every day is different. All right, your feet are in a V. You're going to shift towards this way, towards your left. Release your right heel. Let's try this. You're going to just do a little bit of a kick here, but hold on to the stool. so you don't fall over. Good. Now we're going to drop this heel here. Bent, make sure this knee is bent, the one next to the stool, and drop it. And notice how it goes heel, middle of the foot, front of the foot. Notice how the back heel now has lifted. Feel it in your body. Come back. And now when you come back and bend the back leg, the front toe lifts. But it's a very simple process. And the other thing I forgot to say is make sure that you're really centered through the whole body. So here's your central meridian. Inhale up and forward, open. Exhale back. Inhale forward, expand the belly. Exhale back, contract the belly. All right, got it? Good. All right, we're going to go on now and release this stool from its place, and we'll continue. You might want to drink another sip of water. I do. And as we proceed, we'll proceed into all the circles in the body. Put the water back in a safe place and come back to work on what we need to do with Qigong. All right. So inhaling up for triple burner. Sink it down slowly through 3 Dantiens or energy center. Came from the head, we go down through the middle Dantien and down to the low Dantien here. Exhaling slowly. Triple burner. 3 energy centers. Feel the inhale at the bottom, such a wonderful feel, and feel this slow exhale down. For the Qigong breath, you can inhale even with your tongue on the upper palate with the relaxed tongue there. Inhale again here, and then slowly exhale down. And release the mouth slightly. That's the Qigong breath. You also want to have the nose open, so you can still put your tongue there. Breathe in through the nose. That filters everything. Exhale down. And as you exhale down with your tongue still there, you'll be exhaling down through the throat. It's similar to the Ujjayi breath in yoga, but it's internal. So feel that internal exhale. With your mouth slightly open and your tongue on the upper palate, right by the upper teeth, but not on them. So that's about 5 of those, or you can do up to 9. And this is Buddha picks up the earth. You start way up here with your hands evenly extended up here. And you exhale down. You inhale up through the central body. And when you get to about your chin, you turn the palms upside down and exhale. And we'll do 5 of those. That was 1, 2, 3, coming up. 4, and this is actually Buddha picking up the earth and letting it go. So inhale here. And now push up the earth for 5. Very good. And my students, after we do that, say, oh, we want to shake it out, okay? So those are your really first 2 primary Qigong moves, either seated or standing. Standing, of course, you can do all this stuff with your feet and your knees and your hips and your hands and your upper body, and you can add vowels if you like. So one of my favorite exercises for vowels is the air guitar. So you're going to start over here, a little bit of a spinal twist. So to release the heel, the knee, the hip to do this, you're going to go up with various vowels. Ready? We'll start with ah. Ah. See how high you can go with your voice. Ah. Oh. Oh. E. Etc. Okay, let's try that on the other side with some different vowels. Well, we'll start again with ah, o, and e, right? Ah, ah, and E. E. Yeah, so you can do anything like that, or just think I'm crazy and not do it at all. It's up to you. Okay. This is knocking at the gates. You're going to knock at your back buttocks, and your forearms are also passing the low Dantien here, your low energy center. And you're tapping. This is awakening the chi in the body. Good. Now, once we get through the low Dantian here, we're going to move to the middle here, the middle of the body here for the kidneys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Now you're going to move up to the lung points here. Tapping there. Good. And maybe tap down this arm. Tap back up. This is awakening the chi in your body, or your intrinsic energy here that we're working on through this whole hour and a half. Coming down, bending the knees now. Make sure you bend them, but not beyond where you can go. I've got my feet out in a V here. I'm going to come down again, flatten the back, round the spine, come all the way down towards my feet. Then back up. And maybe down this arm again and up it, inside, across the chest, down this arm, up it. And then theoretically, we need to now brush out all troubles here. Inhale, brush them away. If you've got a watch or a ring or something, just brush to make sure you don't cut yourself. You might can jump over it. You can decide. And then inside here, 3, 4, maybe 6. Okay, other arm, 1. I'm going to watch them that I don't go over my watch, so I'll just go to here. 5, 6 inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then to make sure that I've really also reached my hands, I'm going to rub them together and rub all the way up the arm and rub them together again and rub all the way up the arm, and then come down and brush everything off down here to the middle of the legs, and then coming back up, brush down. Good. And we're not completely done yet, but we've certainly done a good job of getting the outer body sort of ready for what's going to happen. Okay. So let's look at the accordion. This is another Qigong move. Your feet are in a V here. You're going to inhale out, expand the ribs, and exhale back, contract them. Inhale out, expand, exhale back, contract. I'm using the American Lung Association breath now, which is to do a funnel with your breath. Inhale. That permits a lot of opening in the whole area here. Now, if I want to just do the Qigong breath, I might just put my tongue on the upper palate and inhale through the nostrils. And then exhale with the air coming down through the central trachea area. In other words, change it up. Okay. Inhale and sink it down. Let's do several groundings. Groundings are when you inhale up to the heart, for example, and that's your middle Dantian or energy center. Take a breath and then exhale slowly down. Inhale to the head. That's your third Dantian or energy center right up here. And then exhale down. And then you can take it up higher than that. I like to have my students inhale to the trees that are all around us. Inhale. Exhale back. Or inhale here. Come to the center and exhale down. We want to build this long exhale here that allows for more relaxation eventually. Inhale up. Open to the mountains. Really feel that. Take another inhale here. And then let's exhale down in the middle. Through the head, the heart, and the abdomen. Your three Dantians or energy centers. Ready? Let's take it all the way up. Slight back bend of the upper spine. Open the arms. You will have done us with that slight back bend of the upper spine. It'll look like this. Good. And now you're going to exhale slowly down. Building a strong sense of that exhale. And that's a good time when you've done all those groundings to say, okay, let's shake it out again. Okay. Good. Let's go to the propeller. So here, if you really create space between the rib cage here, the bottom of it, and the hip bone here, you'll find that that really lengthens the spine. And then when you get to do the propeller, which is a spinal twist, open with that opening and the crown of the head pulled up by a string, you'll feel that the arms will be even. So here, I'm going to bring my pinkies together on the exhale, and then I'm going to inhale back out. And then I'm going to start my accordion. Okay, so let's come back to the center here in our breathing. Inhale here. And now you're going to twist towards your right side. Inhale, twist. Exhale on the twist. The propeller. Doesn't it look like a propeller on a plane? Kind of. Inhale, and then twist to the opposite side. Inhale in the center. And you can blow out like you're blowing feathers. Inhale first. Blow out. Inhale. Blow out. Okay, good. And it could be done much slower, but that's the propeller. Let's exhale down. Good. Let's pick up a feather and let it go. So already I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be doing a weight shift here. I'm going to shift to this leg on the left. I'm going to release my right leg, and my feet are already in a V. I'm going to pick up this ball of something. Let's say it's a feather, and you're going to pick it up with your thumb and forefinger here. Inhale up, and then you're going to flatten the palm, having looked all the way up to the ceiling, and exhale slowly down. You want to involve your peripheral vision, which comes from the third eye, right here in the center of the forehead. Inhale up, watching what you see from that point. And then exhale down, flattening the palm. And notice how the back knee will bend to accommodate the fact that this toe has come up in front. Inhale up, ground solidly through that ball of the foot and back. And now exhale down and bring your weight back towards it so that you're solidly on this foot. And then this toe will come up here, okay? Picking up a feather and letting it go is a primary thing from Qigong, and it involves this weight shift. Toe just came up in front. Inhale up here. Now with the heel came up and back. And it's also been called by me, because I have a friend who's a painter, paint down the wall here. When you watch that arm coming down, you see all the way down towards the floor, and now you're going to see all the way up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Flatten the palm. And you've just painted the wall in your mind. Okay, come back to the feet in a V. And now prepare for the other side. So now this foot's going to be coming forward. This one's going to go over this way. Ready? You can also put your hand on your back hip to make sure that you've created space there between your ribs and your hip bones. Yeah, just put it right there. Okay, now inhale. Expand the belly. Exhale back. If you can feel that expansion, it means that your diaphragm is working for you. Inhale. Exhale down. You all know that what the diaphragm is, right? When the lungs expand and contract, the lungs get bigger, the diaphragm moves downward, and that's why you feel this pressure there. So inhale here, expand. Exhale here, contract. Good. Hope that all makes things clear. All right, come back to center, shake it out. All right, I think we are at a point here where we're going to circle all the joints. So you might want to take your hands like this, bring them behind you, clasping like that, and then bring your shoulders down and back. Okay, so here we are. We're going to inhale here and then bring the chin to the chest and then bring it up so that it's level with the floor. And then you're going to circle towards your right first and then towards your left. Ready? Exhale down. Bring the chin to the chest. Bring the ear to the left, your right shoulder, and all the way around to your left shoulder. 2. This is your second cycle of 3. And 3. Hold the palms down, shoulders down. Breathe through your belly if you can connect there. Come back to center. Let's do that again, just with you exploring it silently. Ready? Inhale. 2, 3. Was that good? I hope so. Bring your chin towards the chest and start the circle the opposite way. You're going first to your left and then to your right. And it's a complete circle here as long as you hold those palms down and your shoulders down and back. And come back to center. Very good. Now from here, we can go into just relaxing the body again, because sometimes people get tense doing that. And then you can do the owl. The owl comes out in the morning and looks to see what there is to eat. And so his vision is really on this long horizon over here and back over to the other side. Okay, so we're going to start to the right first. Ready? Stand still and just move your head. Chin level with the floor. Inhale for the owl. It's very slow. Inhale back to center. And slowly exhale towards your other side. You might want to hold your tummy in or connect your whole core here. Inhale, it will expand at that area. Exhale, it will contract. And one more of the owl. And back to center with the chin. And the other thing we want to remember is to not bring the head forward like that. So really feel that length by lifting up through the string there when you move your head. Okay? We're trying to find not rules, but ways of using the body that are comfortable for everyone. So anything we do today that doesn't work for you, please modify it or check it out another day. Yeah, every week is different. Okay. And now we're going to look at shoulder rolls. Okay. So we've done a little bit of head work stuff. You're going to inhale, shoulders forward, up, back, and down. We did a little bit at the beginning, but we did not have the fingers inside of the shoulders as they lift. So that's a little bit different. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always make it bigger, or you can make it different. But this is forward, up, back, and down. Good. Now, if we came back, up, forward, and down, that would be similar to a crawl stroke swimming. So we could do a crawl stroke. And we could move our feet, sliding across, bringing your heels up as you move. Good. I hope that's good. Now we're going to come back to center and we'll do a backstroke. You want to make sure there's nothing behind you when you do this so you don't hit anything like a plant or whatever. And it's spring, so enjoy the beauty of nature around you sometime today or tonight, whatever, wherever you are. And there's your backstroke. Good. Let's do these breaststroke. Inhale here, your feet are in a V. Exhale out. Whoosh. We did this at the beginning seated, but I want to do it again. Why? Because things feel different when you stand, okay? And I want to do our wrist circles and our hip circles. So bringing your elbows close to the body, wrist circles. Notice how the forearm is involved. We're already gradually releasing all our joints, which we want to do, but they also connect to other joints. So notice how my elbows are kind of moving too, and my upper arms, right? It all works together. Now, if you want to isolate them, just bring the elbows in and then isolate the wrists. Forward circles and back circles. I don't much like isolating anything. So, I mean, I like this better, just releasing the whole arm so I can feel how everything's connecting. Good. Shake it out a minute here. And then bring the pelvis forward. We're going to do hip rolls. Forward, side, back, side. 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. 4. Forward, side to the right, back to the left. Forward with the belly, side, back with the butt. 4. Okay, you got it? You want all those 4 points when you do your circles of the hips. So now we're doing them towards the right, but let's go towards the left. So that's clockwise, and we want to go counterclockwise, okay? So this would be 12 for counterclockwise. This would be 9, 6, 9, wait a minute. Counterclockwise. Ready? This way, that way, this way, that way. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. 2, 3, 4. Counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now really circle with a beautiful, smooth circle with all those 4 points. And you can even hold a hoop out here and feel that hoop move with you. Or on the other side, right? So just begin connecting, play with it. All right, let's come down the body here. We're going to fold forward from the hips, flat back. Take hold of the knees. So bend the knees a little bit here, bring the feet together. And we're going to hold on with monster hands that look like that. Thumb, all the fingers are open and the palm is rounded. And you're going to come around in a circle, forward, to the right, back, to the left. And we're circulating here, holding on to the ligaments of the knee because the knee doesn't like this too much otherwise. Okay, so if it doesn't work for you, it does work for me, but it doesn't work for everybody. Coming forward and now to the left, back to the right, counterclockwise. Good. One more here. Great. Now straighten the legs so the knees are not locked here. They're not locked, but they're just loose. When you're going to come down the shins here, open the legs, and we'll do our beautiful fountain here, bringing the backs of the palms together first before we come up. The knees are bent, the feet are in a V. Come all the way up for the fountain. Inhale and say aha. Aha! It's a slight back bend of the upper spine, okay? Inhale again, sink it down slowly. Fold forward from the hips, flat back, round it, let go. Inhale up again for ahi. Inhale. Ahi. Be happy when you do it like you're a little kid. Inhale. Backs of the palms together all the way down. Say wishu if you like. Inhale up. Aho. Aho. Good. Ahu. 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 Ahi. Ahi. Ahe. Ahe. Yeah, that's all kind of getting into your head voice here. And it's hard to go between the chest voice that a lot of us use now as seniors to a headier voice like our moms might have used, which would be, well, my dear, how are you today? I'm so glad to see you, right? Rather than, hey, how are you doing? Okay. So, we've come to a more relaxed way in some parts of the country anyway. Okay. So I think we've done pretty much what I wanted to do here, circling the joints, the head, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, and then doing the forward bend here, which we've done a few times with the fountain. And so our next project is to go to Tai Chi Chih, but first let's get some water, okay? You want to make sure you hydrate. All right, so we've got our water. We'll drink to water because water is really necessary for hydration. Once we've had our water and finished the various Qigong moves that used a lot of breath stuff, we're going to move into Tai Chi Chih. 19 movements and one pose. Rocking motion. Slow it down. Feel the figure 8 in your forward movement and back. The infinity symbol, which means long life, health, happiness, generosity, kindness, all good things that we bring to others. The things we give for free. Inhale, exhale back. Coming to the front of the foot, going back towards the heels. we become the rocking chair, except we're still active. Coming forward, we rise. Coming back in the middle or through the bubbling spring, we sink slightly. And then we rise when we get towards the heels again. And the toes come up. And coming forward, the heels come up. Feel your own body from the inside out. Feel the circularity of these movements. Draw them with your index finger. There's an 8 there. Release any tension in the palms and in the fingers. All the joints need to be so relaxed you could just let them almost play the piano as you go forward and back. Your fingers, that is. And rocking motion can be done 9, 27, or 36 times. Theoretically, we're honoring the number of 9, the noble Chinese number. Inhale and slowly exhale. It just seems to work for the body. And wherever we are, we'll know when it's time to stop because it just feels like the body says, okay, I'm there now. Inhale, and I want to exhale. Resting on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Feel the roundness of those palms. Feel the relaxation of the fingers. And just rest on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. And then we begin our next move, which is bird flaps its wings. Feet are in a V here, like that. We inhale here. We exhale towards the ground, releasing the heels. We're on the edge of a branch as birds. And our mother or whoever is over there is teaching us how to fly. Inhale. And then the third one is a wrist circle forward, really slowly moving, and then inhaling back. And there's 2 more cycles of this bird flaps its wings. Third of the second foot cycle includes the wrist circle. And now you're back to inhale here, and then do your third cycle of 3. Beautiful. Inhale it and sink it down, resting on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Bring your feet out into a V for rider on horse position. Shift towards your right. That will put your foot in the right position as a 45-degree angle to the front foot, and release your front heel. Around the platter in chest high water. So right here at my sternum, I'm going to come around with that circle and then go out again on the inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Feel that inhale and feel this exhale. We're going to go to 9. So this is a 5, I think. Inhale here. Exhale back and around. You're in chest high water with the heel of the hand on the water and the fingers feeling the temperature of it. 2 more. Around the platter on your left side. Bring the foot back in. Inhale and sink it down. Rest on globes of energy. Shift towards your left to release your right heel around the platter. Feel as if you have some kind of large coins on the base of the feet, like 3 of them, 1 on the heel and 2 on the front of the foot, right where you might pronate. Steady the foot. Last one of around the platter on your right foot. We finished the right. I like to have a couple of groundings here. We'll ground into the area here of your middle Dantian and then exhale down. Feet are in a V now. Inhale up towards the head. Slowly exhale down. And now shift over to the right to bring your left forward for a round the platter variation. Your back foot is 45-degree angle. Your front heel is coming right out from the hip. Ready? Picking up a ball of energy here. It's a circle within a bigger circle. Here's the bigger circle. Exhale there, right opposite your heart. Breathe it in, sink it, and come around your circle. And your circle is right over the leg that's forward here. That's the little circle. Now here's the bigger circle that you return to that you had first with around the platter, okay? It's a circle within another circle. And the fingertips are up on this first circle because your palms are in polarity, honoring the Legong points between the centers of the palms. Breathe in. Breathe out there when you drop that circle, the first circle. This is around the platter variation. The variation is that second circle here. Here's the new circle, and here's the old one. 2 more on your left side. Good. Inhale the foot back in and sink it down. Shift towards your left and release your right heel. Prepare to pick up your extra ball here with the palms facing and the fingertips up. Inhale. And sink it down right opposite your heart on the exhale. When you do all that, the back heel lifts when you get to the front, and the front toe lifts when you get to the back. And there's a glide in the middle. That keeps us going slowly with circularity, with a sense of letting go and moving from the center. One more. Now, the last 3 we're going to do really slowly. So make sure to prepare the foot so you're fully gliding here and then releasing the back heel. And now releasing the front toe. And when you release the back heel, that back leg is straight. That's the yin leg. When you bend that back leg, the front leg straightens and the toe comes up. That's the yin leg. Yang is the bend leg, the power leg. Yin is the resilient leg, the feminine leg. All right. So they work together and they keep changing places, which is interesting to me. It's a transference of energy from front to back. Let's do 2 more, okay? Of around the platter variation. It's such a beautiful move. 2 circles interacting. And one last one. Let it go and release the front toe. Okay. Inhale, That should be a rhyme. And exhale here. Very good. And now you're going to prepare for our next move, but we've finished the right leg. So we'll first do a few groundings. Inhale to the heart, exhale down. Inhale to the head, slowly exhale down. Inhale to the trees. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale down. We're building relaxation response here, okay? Inhale up to the mountains. Expand your vision to all around you. Inhale, sink it down. And inhale up towards the sun or the stars. Slight back bend of the upper spine. Breathe in. And then slow exhale in resilience. Letting that exhale be really, really slow. Building relaxation response. I hope that was good. I love doing that. It's so much fun. Okay. Now you're going to come and feet in a V again. You're going to shift towards your right to bring the left forward. And this is going to be bass drum. Ready? Lengthen first. Come outside the drum with your fingers and back towards you on this beautiful circle. Notice how the palms are in polarity, even when you're outside your breasts here. There's a sense of energy as they move together and they're looking at each other. And what happens then is that the chest and the abdomen move forward too. So it's a lot of connections being made in bass drum. Feel the rim of the drum with your fingers as you go forward and back in a circle, almost like you're surrounded by this circle. There's a lot of chi here, or connection between the palms that face each other, even from somewhat of a distance. So feel that polarity. Let's do 3 more on your left side. Last one on your left. Of bass drum. Bring in the foot, inhale. Sink it down. Shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward. Just release that heel. Bass drum. Do you feel the polarity between the palms? Do you feel there's some kind of connection to your fingers here and the relaxation of the wrist? And the whole hand itself is rounded. So make sure that everything's relaxed. You might want to just release your fingers there and then come back to make sure that everything feels like it's under control, but in a very relaxed way. 3 more. Come all the way around the drum and exhale back. And we're finishing the right side now. So inhale here. Bring the foot in to your rider on horse position again. Inhale and sink it down. Let's just do 1, coming all the way up towards the sun or stars. Slight back bend of the upper spine. Inhale and slowly exhale it down in relaxation response. Take a new breath if you need it, but keep the palms moving very slowly. We're honoring slowness, circularity, and moving from the center body. And exhale, resting on globes of energy. The next moves we do are daughter on the mountaintop, followed by daughter in the valley, their companion moves. So we'll start here to shift towards the right to bring your left heel forward. Open the palms for going up the mountains. There's two of them, so we come down with your left hand close to the body here, exhaling there. And make sure that it's not two swords here like that. It's coming down with your fingertips up to come down through the center. You inhale and then you exhale down. And you'll be going forward on the inhale and back on the exhale. Ready? Rest for a moment. Shift towards your right. Bring your left heel forward. Open your palms. Daughter on the mountaintop, shifting forward. Left hand close to the heart. Back foot 45-degree angle to the front. No rules. It's just a matter of making things easier and more comfortable. Here's your inhale. And here is your exhale. You sometimes need to replace the foot if it doesn't work the first time. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice how this is a heart shape here. Look at this. Two mountains here. And you're going to come down through the central trail. When you go back, you can feel the sense of what you've just seen way up here. The tops of the mountains, and then this central trail coming down. Exhale there. And last two here on your left side of daughter on the mountaintop. Good. Bring the foot back in. We're kind of celebrating spring today, so enjoy what you see. And starting over here to climb the mountain, maybe you see some flowers along the way. Shift towards your left, bring your right heel forward. And now you start with your right foot. And your left foot is the yawn leg only when you come back here where the front leg straightens. And then where it bends, it's the yawn leg. And it becomes yin when you go back. So feel those connections with a glide through the middle. Forward, back, weight shift. Don't forget you're shifting. Feel the energy of wanting to see the beauty of spring flowers coming soon. You can't wait to get to the top of the mountain, but you got to breathe and you got to have water, right? Daughter on the mountaintop. One more here. Bring the foot back in. Come back to rider on horse position, feet in a V. Inhale. Sink it down. Shift towards your right to bring the left forward. Daughter in the valley starts on the mountains and comes down on the exhale. Inhale. And now you inhale forward and exhale back. You're coming through the central trail. Feel it let go as you exhale. Think about when you climb a mountain, what it's like to be at the top, and you want to see what's down there in the valley. You see it from the very top. You may have to move some branches, but wow, there it is, the valley. Daughter in the valley on your left side. A special moment. 2 more. Last one on your left. Bring the foot in. Sink it down on the exhale. Rest on globes of energy for a moment. Shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward. And start up here on the mountains. There's 2 of them. It's a heart shape. And when you come through in the middle, you'll be in the middle of the heart, and then you'll be seeing the mountains on either side of you when you come up to the top. Ready? Daughter in the valley. Climbing up towards the tops of the mountains again. You're on your right side now, right? Make sure the spine is long and the chin is pulled in a little bit so that you're not doing weird things with your head, like bringing your head over your knee, for example. Not good. You want to protect those knees. So they bend only slightly, but enough to make them the strong yan leg. And the other leg lengthens, and that's what causes the heel or the toe to come up, but glide through the middle. 4 more. And last one of daughter in the valley. Bring the foot back in. Inhale here and sink it down. Double ground it. Bring it to your heart. Sink it down slowly. Triple ground it. Bring it to your third Dantien at the head, then through the second, and then to the primary at the abdomen. And now we're going to prepare for carry the ball to the side. We're going to walk over this way to the right, and then do 3 cycles of 3 back this way, ground it, and then back the other way, and then we'll come back a 3rd time, okay? Here we are. Daughter in the valley is the impetus for coming into carry the ball to the side. Wind up here, release your heel, and move across 3 times, 3. Bring in the outside foot, inhale, sink it down. Knees are bending slightly. Wind up. Be sure the pelvis is underneath the upper body and move. Feel the hips directing the knees. Feel the relaxation of the hands. 3rd one here. Group of 3. 2, 3. Good. Sink it down. Wind up towards your left to move right. Pick up your ball and move. Moving across on a piano bench is an idea here. You want to slide your buttocks across on the front of the bench. Exhale down. Just an idea. Imagine. And 3rd one coming towards the right. Carry the ball to the side. Good. Let's go back now to the left really slowly. Wind up. Release this left heel. Shift across. 3 times, feeling the knees move with the hips and the ankles, the same thing. Those 3 guys work together, hips, knees, ankles, always here, so that we don't torque anything and stay really long in the spine. Feel the relaxation of the wrists as the arms move. And third group of 3 here. Make sure you stay awake because this is kind of hypnotic, right? Inhale. Yeah, you're coming into parasympathetic nervous system now. And most of the time we're in sympathetic nervous system. So that's why you start to feel a little bit woozy. It has to do with that coming into parasympathetic. Okay, it's actually good for us. We just totally relax. Inhale, sink it down, rest on balls of energy. And we're going to go into push, pull next. Shift towards your right. That knee will bend. Bring your left heel forward. That's straight here. It's yin leg. Push with the heel of the hand out. Make a circle with it. Inhale back. So as you exhale out, this is also giving. When you turn the palms, that's receiving energy. Exhale. Inhale back to the heart. Bend the front knee. Straighten the back leg. Bend the back leg. A little bit. Straighten the front leg. Yang and yin are probably pretty good for you right now. And this is a push forward. That's an exhale. Whoosh. This is an inhale back to your heart. If your nostrils are clear, try breathing out. And then bring it back on the inhale. Or you can use Qigong breath by bringing your tongue to the upper palate and still exhaling through your nostrils. And then inhaling back. Two more of push-pull. Beautiful. Bring that left foot back in. Exhale down. Inhale first. Rest on globes of energy. Feet are in a V. Shift towards your left. Bring your right forward for push-pull. Push from the heel of the hand down. Then up with your fingers. Inhale. Turn the palms towards you. And exhale. Stay together. Synchronicity. Three more on your right side. Smile inside. Smile with your eyes. Good. Bring the foot back in. Inhale. Sink it down slowly in relaxation response. Push-pull is finished. We shift towards the right to bring the left forward for pulling in the energy from the most distant star in the universe through the fingertips. And what are we pulling in? I don't know. I like to think it's 5-finger stuff. So maybe love, resilience, power, as long as it's positive, community, resilience, any five things that are really good that you need, bring them in from the farthest star. Okay. This move has other alternatives. It works with envisioning something. So it's another form of meditation that brings us into our minds that we see something. It's a visual meditation part. Okay. So add that in. Pulling in the energy with the fingertips. The palms are up. And this is your left side here. Enjoy it. What would you pull in from the most distant star today? Perhaps peace, a sense of generosity, kindness, and ask the most distant star if you can have those things for everyone, for community. One more on your left of pulling in the energy. Rest on globes of energy. Inhale first, sink it down. Feel that sense of resisting gravity there. And then shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward. With the compassion for others that we need at this time. Inhale. Bring in the energy from the most distant star on your right side. And smile. You'll get it if we all work together in community. Last one on your right. Inhale and exhale slowly. And bring it all the way up to the stars, because that's what we just celebrated. The most distant star. Slight back bend of the upper spine. Inhale here and sink it down slowly in relaxation response. And hydrate in this moment before we start our taffies. Okay? Inhale, here's to water again. And the taffies are really special. So I think you will enjoy them today. Basic taffy. Inhale, sink it down. Your left hand comes under the right elbow. You release your left heel here, and you're going to move towards it, separating these palms as you shift across. Inhale, basic taffy. Now, whatever hand underneath is the invite hand. Here it's to the right. Here it's to the left. Really feel the energy there when the palms cross. You're moving through heavy air. So feel this exhale. And the release. And sink. And last one to your left. Good. All right. Our next move is going to be for grounding. And it's a very beautiful move where you're bringing your left heel forward. And your right hip is grounded here. And then you're going to bring the left hand to pull yourself to the side. And it's the second kind of taffy. It's really a beautiful move here. So we're going forward, and then we're going to the left, and we go forward, and then we go to the right. Sink. It's anchor taffy. Now the anchor comes in. Sink. Come forward now with that foot that was just the anchor, and the left hip is now anchored. And when you move right, the anchor will pull in here, but then it moves forward. So everything always changing. Anchor taffy, just like a boat pulling to shore here. The left hand comes under. Now the left hip is the anchor, and you're going to move towards your right. That hand is underneath. It's the invite hand to your right. Forward with taffy, and then back to basic as you move towards the left. It's just a variation, the first variation. And it's called anchor taffy. Here you're going to bring in your anchor leg. Good. Here the other leg will become the anchor. Your right leg will now move in. Ready? Beautiful. That was the first variation of basic taffy. And now we're going to move from anchor taffy to circles taffy, feet in a V. Notice how they're sinking and rising in this one. Your right hand comes under and you pull to the right, or you pull first to the left. Okay, ready? Right hand under. Rising and sinking. Bring that left hand under and pull to the left. Yeah, you do that on the third one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and pull to the right. It's underneath. The underneath hand's the invite hand. Now we're going to go to the left. So you ready? Left hand under, pull that way. And we'll do 2 more of this circles taffy. It's kind of a great jump rope type move. Ready? 1, 2, and back. Yes, so I'm sort of insisting on core work here. So if that offends you, um, don't do it, okay? Because I want to make sure that we all really expand, know how to expand and contract. And there's a lot of it in that particular move, I think. All right, so that was the second variation, and now we're doing the third and last variation of basic taffy, which involves a heel step. And I'll try not to go too fast on this, but it's so much fun. I sometimes want to. Inhale. Your left heel will be the first to come down. And you can add the heart protector move if you like. That's coming to the inside of the arm, not touching anything, but it's coming all the way down through the hand, which gives you a wonderful kind of connection. And then you bring the heel down first. So flex the foot. You'll have to bend the knee a little bit to do this. Good. It's kind of a Charlie Chaplin walk here. So perpetual motion taffy is its name. It's the third variation. Now we can slow it down, and that you'll even feel more the energy of this. So as you come slowly down, you'll feel the energy move towards your back toe, and then you'll feel it move towards the other back toe. And there's a slight turn of the body here, I think, right at the ends. A little bit of spinal twist in it. Now, you don't have to do all this, but we can find it in there. And slide down this heart protector move area inside of the arm. And you really have a beautiful third variation of basic taffy here. And since you can go, it's called perpetual motion taffy, you can do this a number of times. And we'll call this the end here. And then release it into the ground. Inhale, sink it into the ground. And we're getting to our next move, which is very beautiful also. You're going to bring this right hand under the hip here, and the left hand will be forward here. It's going to look like this. It's a diagonal cross of the body. And it's called working the pulley. It looks a lot like a crawl stroke mixed with a side stroke, right? You can feel that. Just do that standing. Now that would be on your left side. This would be the exhale. And then this is going to be the inhale back. If you do partners work, you want to feel where the exhale is. It's right there. And then this hip comes back. And the other hand is the partner hand. So while this is going here, the other hand is ready to do the same thing. Okay. It's a diagonal cross of the body, working the pulley. Shift to your right, bring your left heel forward. Right hand's under the hip, left hand's ready to move. Straight out. But the feet do the turn. They do the cross, and the exhale starts it. Slide on the back ball of the foot, slide on the front heel. Or let's go to 9. Slide on the back ball of the foot. Slide on the front heel. Watch the head, don't lean forward. Stay long in the spine. Last one on your left. Come back to ground it. Inhale, exhale. And now start with your other foot. So you're going to bring your right foot forward and you'll prepare from here. This other hand, your left hand, will be under this hip here as you start to move. And when this exhales, this will be the inhale back. And notice how even without doing a weight shift now, my foot wants to move with my hip, okay? That's when you bring everything together. Ready? Inhale, sink it down, feet in a V. Starting with your right side or starting with your left side. Okay, let's start with our right side. Shift towards your left, bring your right heel forward and slide. Inhale that hip back. Slide on the back ball of the foot. Slide on the front heel. If you do that, that'll motivate everything else to work together. Working the pulley as if it were early 1900s and we're in, each of us has string we're trying to do together, so everything has to move in synchronicity. A big word that we have in Tai Chi Chih, because we're under the umbrella of Qigong and Tai Chi. But it's very slow, continuous, and moving from the center body. 2 more. And last one of working the pulley on your right side. Inhale, sink it down, and double ground it. Bring it to your heart. Exhale down. Bring it to your head and exhale down. And all the way up, slight back bend of the upper spine to the stars. And sink it slowly down in relaxation response on your exhale. Good. And now we come towards the end of our practice, but this is really an important part because we're bringing the sense of our thought, speech, and action together by coming to light at the top of the head and light at the temple. Feet are in a V. Sink it down. Bring it up over the crown of the head. Sink and rise. Light at the top of the head. Come back to center. Circle the palms as if you're circling the Tao itself, all those opposites of feminine and masculine that come together when we permit understanding. Inhale here, feet in a V, sink and rise and let it go. Light at the top of the head. Good. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites again. 6 to 9 times. I like 9. Hold it there. Inhale, sink and rise and let it go. Out into the world and into the ground. It's a wonderful exhale down. And then your left hand will be on the top as you inhale back up to the heart. It's the heart hand. Sink it down slowly. Light at the temple is at the temples. Feet in a V, sink and rise and let it go. Good. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites. Hold it there. This is your connection to thought, speech, and action. Sink and rise and let it go. out into the world, back into the ground, and back to your heart with your left hand on top. Inhale, sink it down slowly. And now we come to joyous breath because we've thought about all these great things we could do. Feet in a V. Inhale up and celebrate coming down. Third time, bring your feet all the way down. Ready? Inhale. Joyous breath. Be happy. Second cycle of 4. Last cycle of 4. Inhale. And sink it down slowly. As we come into passing clouds, all things change. Bring your feet into a V and keep them on the ground as you come back and forth. You start here. There's the cloud. There's the earth. And you're going to connect everything. Brushing your elbow as you move with a figure 8. And as the mirror hand passes up here, we just look forward. To a time when things come together and clouds pass. Look forward with joy, laughter, peace, community, and contentment. Caring about others and with generosity. It's a figure 8. Long life, good health, and peace within. And when you're ready, bring in the foot, and we come to our ending here, which is the 6 healing sounds followed by cosmic consciousness pose. And prepare for 6 healing sounds. The heart is ho. The spleen is ku. The liver is su. The lungs are sh. The triple heater is shi. And the last is the kidneys, chui. Ho. Ku. Su. Sh. Shi. Chui. Ho. Hu. Su. Sh. Shi. 5 chuis. Tree. Heel step. Tree. Turn them upside down. Tree. 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 Circling the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, and preparing for cosmic consciousness pose, bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone. Inhale. The left hand will be closer to the heart as you open your fingers and look over the window of eternity and through it. Opening for all those of us who love the connection of Tai Chi and Qigong and the work of Wen-Shan Huang and Justin Stone. In 1974, this beautiful practice of Tai Chi Chih came forward, and we're still doing it. 19 movements in one pose. And Qigong, that's so old, and we're grateful also for Tai Chi, 6 centuries. And we're grateful for everyone who's here today to practice with us. Thank you for your practice. And have a wonderful week and take a walk. Thank you for your practice.